Okay, so today we are going to do Morrissey, interesting drug, interesting title. And this was requested. Another one from Bona Drag. And again, Morrissey's looking pretty dapper on that album cover. Anyway, let's get into this one. Another one from Morrissey Friday. And let's just go. Rock and going.
There are some bad people along the rise. There are some bad people on the rise. They're saving their own skins by ruining people's lives. Bad, bad people on the rise. Young married couple in debt ever felt had. Young married couple in debt ever felt had.
Probably.
On a government scheme designed to kill your dream. Oh, mother. Once, always, la 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 la. Interesting drug, the one that you took. Tell the truth, it really helped you. An interesting drug, the one that you took. Got it really, really helped you. You wonder why we're only half ashamed because enough is too much. And look around, can you blame us? Can you blame us? On a government scheme designed to kill your dream. Mother dead. Once, always, la 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 la. Interesting drug, the one that you took. Tell the truth, it really helped you. An interesting drug, the one that you took. Got it really, really helped you. You wonder why we're only half ashamed because enough is too much. And look around, can you blame us? Can you blame us?
Bit of an abrupt ending. Yeah. Interesting drug by Morrissey. Um, okay, but also what I've learned here, not just Morrissey. There were a couple, or actually a few, old Smiths members in this song, which is pretty cool. Which I wanted to start off with because it says here, um, that former colleagues in the Smiths, Annie Rourke, Mike Joyce, and Craig Gannon, which I know was not he was not a primary member of the band, but I do remember that name. I don't remember which song he was in, but I remember that name. Anyway, which is it's just cool. Annie Rourke was on bass here, and Mike Joyce on drums. And I don't know, because again, it sounds kind of lame to say, but because every song Morrissey does, it's just like, oh, it has a little bit of that Smiths flair to it, but also just because it could be just because it's Morrissey's voice. But either way, um, there's people yelling outside my house. But anyway, it's just distracting. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Crap. It has that Smiths kind of feel. It has that Smiths vibe. Just with how the song started. Like I said, we're off and going. That kind of jumpy, galloping, if that makes any sense, sound, just musically, as basic as we can get down to it. The music just sounded like a Smiths track. It sounded like and with Morrissey's voice, I know we're only 2 years removed from the Smiths at this point in 1989, but just how he starts the song off. There are some bad people on the rise. There are some bad people on the rise, and again, we'll get into the lyrics here because they're interesting in themselves. Um, but yeah, just with the tenor voice again. I mean, he always has that tenor voice, and he can go baritone as well. But it's just, I don't know, that kind of same flair that I feel when I listen to a Smith song, and maybe it's just because it had Andy and Mike and Craig in it, and I didn't even know. But until halfway through, I was listening to the song, and I was just checking the Wikipedia page for a sec. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Give me that Smith's flair. I mean, that's all I can really say about that. Anyway, and then I liked his delivery on lines like "once poor, always poor." Again, how he would pronounce "poor" and how he almost didn't really finish the word, but how he sang the word so high, and then how he said "la la la la" after it, kind of like because the pre-chorus here, it's a little bit of a depressing pre-chorus. On a government scheme designed to kill your dream. Oh mom, oh dad, once poor, always poor, la 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 la. And I just kind of find that funny. It's just like after delivering those kind of sad lines, he just finishes it with some la la la's. And I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but again, it's just like that's what I come to expect with a Morrissey song. Going on here, when he says again, talking about there's some bad people on the rise, bad people on the rise. They're saving their own skins by ruining people's lives. Bad people on the right, he says. And I do see that there's a music video for this, and the thumbnail for it actually has that line there, bad people on the right. And I guess he's talking about politically here, I guess you would say. Obviously, there's people on the left, people on the right. I would put myself on the left, obviously, if you follow me or whatever on Instagram or whatever, I don't know, Insignificant Nick everywhere. But either way, and I mean, yeah, when it comes down to it, again, I don't know if he's talking about, like, if he's being sarcastic, again, because this is what I've come to know about Morrissey. And sometimes people say, it's not always sarcasm. Sometimes he's actually being real and there's nothing else to it. But again, because there's bad people on the right, and obviously there's bad people on the left as well. And I just like, especially though when you're talking about Morrissey and the Smiths, especially at this time, the late '80s, or even when they began in '82, I think it was. They were talking about subjects that were taboo, especially for, I guess you would say, people on the right, if you want to get down to it. Talking about, gay rights, animal rights. I mean, these rights are more, I guess, bigger for people on the left, it seems. And, I mean, yeah, it's just, or even women's rights, all this stuff. It's just like, that's what it comes down to. So again, I don't know if Morrissey's just being honest or not, but either way, we're going on here. And when he talks about, on a government scheme designed to kill your dream, it's just like, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's about the size of it. And then when he says, oh mom, oh dad, once poor, always poor. I mean, I know this might not be what it is, but I think about, like, especially now, because I mean, these topics have not really changed. I mean, this song could aged very well. And, just talking about, oh mom, oh dad, like, I mean, I know so many people, especially today, and I know the age has risen where, people are living longer with their parents. And I mean, it's just like, I take away from this line, it's just like, I mean, it's harder and harder to, like, leave home and, like, make a living, really. It's just like, especially because then when he talks about before this, he talks about young married couple in debt, ever felt had, and then he repeats it. And it's just like, and then when he follows that up with, oh mom, oh dad, it's just like there could be a little inkling there of, like, they might have to move back with their mom and dad. I mean, I don't know if that's what he's saying, but that's just what I'm taking from this. And it's just like, again, it's just like, it's hard to make it in the world, even in the late '80s here. And again, now, I mean, we're talking about the pandemic. I mean, things have not gotten easier in 2020 or 2021. So yeah, again, the song has aged very well in this time. And, yeah, again, I just love the la la la's after that line. And then it goes on here with the chorus. Interesting drug, the one that you took, that told the truth, that really helped you. An interesting drug, the one that you took, God, it really, really helped you. Now, I don't know what the interesting drug is here. I don't really know what he means by that, like this, like what specifically. But then when he says, the end there, God, it really, really helped you. It's almost like that sounds kind of sarcastic there, like that it actually didn't really help you at all. That's what I'm getting from those lines there. And then at the end here, we have the post-chorus, the pre-chorus, and then the chorus again. But with the post-chorus here, you wonder why we're only half ashamed because enough is too much, and look around, can you blame us, can you blame us? Then when he says that, again, just talking about what he's already talked about earlier in the song, about the government, bad people on the right, bad people on the rise, all this stuff. It's just like, you wonder why we're only half ashamed. Enough is too much. It's like, enough is too much. Like, I like that line as well. It's just, the lyricism here is top notch. And, the can you blame us part just kind of makes me think about how, you look around, like, look around even today, again, in 2020 or whatever. Like, I mean, you talk about wars, you talk about, poverty still. I mean, I know, and where I live, I think it's the worst. The province I live in has the worst, Canadian province has the worst poverty rate, I think it is. And either way, it's just like, yeah, look around. I mean, this is what I'm just thinking about. Can you blame us for being half ashamed or whatever, or just being shamed at all of what's going on? Ashamed at all of what's going on. And yeah, it's just, this song is really making me think here, really making me use my noggin. And yeah, then we have the chorus and the post-chorus again. And there's a little instrumental, I guess, at the end there, which I enjoyed. And I really liked Mike Joyce on there. I don't know why, but I took away from him that, good Lord, just that heavy drumming at the end there. And somebody's in the kitchen. But again, really like that. And also I have to mention on backing vocals here, Kirsty McCall, I want to say McCall maybe, who I guess unfortunately passed away in 2000. But again, she was a nice feature on the backing vocals. I didn't think it was Morrissey on backing vocals there. I was going to say, I don't think you can go that high or sound that much like, have that much of a feminine voice, I guess you would say. So yes, her backing vocals were nice as well. And this track altogether was just a very nice kind of, I guess, great little track. I mean, because again, with the people in it, I really enjoyed this. Maybe enjoyed even more knowing that Andy, Mike, and Craig and Kirsty's voice was very soothing as well. And yeah, so I guess that's about it. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. Really appreciate all the support. And another Morrissey song here. And I really enjoyed the song. This was just a good sound. One of my favorite Morrissey tracks, I have to say, that I've listened to recently. Anyway, that's about it. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Yeah.